Okay, I'm going to create this little follow along you can do if you're someone that maybe sits a lot of work or stands a lot of work and kind of stays in a similar position for a long period of time. So this can help you just kind of get your body waking up, a little micro break that you can take. So first thing we're going to do, whether you're standing or sitting a lot, we're just going to get into a little bit of a forward fold. So forward fold, you want to push your hips back, keep your back kind of flat here, don't be rounding. Best as you can, get into the forward fold, try and touch as far down as you can to reach the floor here. Just, if you can't reach the floor, have a support or a counter if you can only go a little bit, but we really want to make sure we're getting those hips back and we're kind of releasing some of the pressure off of our spine when we go down here. If you can't touch the floor, it's fine. Just like hold on to your elbows if you want and swing. All we're trying to do is just relieve a little bit of pressure off that spine that we have here. So we're going to hold this for 45 seconds down here. Doesn't seem like long, but honestly, it actually does help. I do this a lot at my job. So just swing if you want. It's kind of nice to swing instead of like holding anything. When you're in that forward fold, you also like when you come down, you want to make sure you kind of internally rotate your femurs a little bit or your thighs and push your hips back to gain some more space to get lower here and really hold that forward fold just to relieve some pressure off that spine. Because if you're standing or sitting a lot, your spine is compressing while you're doing that, especially in that position for a long time. So as you come up, let's just slowly come up. Try and use your hamstrings a bit to come up and your glutes. Next, we're going to go just take a little stretch here. And if you have a counter or something a little bit higher than your hips would be nice. And just kind of still get into that hinge. So pushing the hip back, bending at the hip, pushing the internally rotating your thighs here, and grab on and just pull just to try and gain some length and stretch out those shoulders. So again, if you're not moving your arms too much, especially if you're at a computer and you're just kind of typing away, we want to just open up those shoulders a little bit here. Just wiggle around. If there's any like tight spots, just kind of hold it for a minute. You can push a different hip back to gain more length. So if I push my right hip back, I get more stretch and length through my right side. Go to the left and I get more stretch and length through from my hip up side of my back. All right. We're going to go back into that forward fold. So push your hips back. Get your butt back down. Make sure you're not rounding too much. If you found you're rounding too much, just stay up a little higher. Again, just go to where you're kind of comfortable so you can feel some pressure release on your lower back. And just sway your arms here. Another 45 seconds as we do this. If you notice if you were trying to touch the floor before and you couldn't, maybe this next go around you can get a little bit closer to that floor. I find, because I usually do this at about 3 different rounds of 45 seconds, just the forward fold. And usually by the time I'm done, I can really get a good stretch going, especially after I've been sitting in my chair for too long. Because as much as I know I need to take micro breaks at my job, sometimes I don't. You get caught up in a project and you just sit in your chair for too long. So again, just swing, grab your elbows and swing is really the best, because then you're not really holding too much pressure. You're just letting your back, lower back relax. If you have to be like here, be up, because that's all the range you have in your back, that's fine. All right, from here, if you can, just get down into a bit of a low squat. Your heels can be up, whatever you need to be. We just want to be able to bring our knees up towards our chest and get a little bit of length this way. So whatever you need to do to get into that. If you really want to try and get your heels down, and you're not someone who can have your heels down, just find something to hang on to that'll help you kind of pull back. I haven't quite done this yet this morning, so I'm a little bit tight. We're going to sit here, 45 seconds. I just like to wiggle around. You can wiggle around. When you're doing this, you want to make sure that your feet are kind of pointing straight. We don't want them pointing out like duck feet. We just want to open up those hips. If this is not something you have access to, that's fine. It does take some time and work in order to get back down into this position if it's not something you've done in a very long time. So if you have to be like up here with your toes up because you can't really get very low in your hips, that's fine. All right, let's go back up, get our hips up. You can stand up if you want here. We'll go back one more time into that forward fold hinge. So we're going to push our hips back. The eyes rotate in a bit because this is going to give us space to get our body down. We're going to come down into this forward fold or hinge, whatever you got, whatever level you're at. Honestly, if this is all you got, that's all you got. Whatever's going to help feel like you're relieving pressure on that lower back. So while we're in this position, I'm going to get you to put pressure onto one leg, kick the other leg back, and then try and push your chest closer to your thigh to gain a little bit of stretch in the back of your leg here. Just push back. It's a little bit of a twist in the upper body. So my upper body comes over my other leg here. Let's go forward. So from that forward fold, we're here, and then we're going to just switch over to here. Let's do the other leg. Switch. Other leg goes back. So most of my weight's in the front leg, and my upper body comes over the other leg here. Again, if you can't reach the floor, just stay up. Put your hands on your thigh if you need to, whatever height you need to be at, just to get a little stretch in there. It's always good to like wiggle because we're not wanting to like hold a lot of tension. We want to be able to wiggle around. Okay, so next thing, what we're going to do, we're going to try and like open up our spine, I guess, twist, get some twist going. So in that forward fold, whatever level you're at, hopefully if you can't touch the floor, I get you to like put a support, even if you have to use like your office chair or your desk. So from that forward fold, you're just going to reach up with the other arm, twisting that spine a bit to open up the chest a bit and get a little bit more range out of your spine here. Instead of keeping it straight in one spot, we want to be able to twist it open here. All right, let's put the other hand down and reach up the other way and twist. And again, just move around, feel what feels good, what needs to be stretched a little bit. Stretch it out, help your body out. Give it a break from that mundane sitting or mundane standing. Come back down, and then let's come back up. Okay, last thing we can do, if you have your office chair or something to sit on, get you to sit kind of like at the edge, and then if you, turn to one side. If you have the back of the chair or like an arm, you can hang on to that. And as you turn your neck, and then take your eyes and look as far as you can behind you. So really stretch everything out. You'll notice this is actually really nice for your eyes. Help open your chest, twist your spine. We're just going to get this nice stretch here. Having your eyes move to one side is really good, because if you're kind of at a desk and sitting too long or staring at the computer, your eyes are just always straight. You're not looking around too much. Let's go to the other side. So twist, find something to kind of hang on to. Twist the spine, twist your neck as far as it'll go, and then turn your eyes more towards the back and just stretch that out. Next thing you can do is put one leg on the other one. This is why you want to sit on the edge of your chair. Take your opposite arm, turn, and just twist here. It'll help stretch out your hip a little bit. And again, you can do that twist where you look behind you, turn your eyes as far as it can. Really help release that upper body a little bit from being in a same position. Let's go to the other side. Leg up on the other one. Opposite arm against the opposite knee. Twist. Okay, it's not a lot. not like holding things for minutes on end, but it helps your body loosen up, especially if you like sit a long time kind of here typing, or you're standing a lot in the same position. This just helps get everything mobile, and you can just shake it out and then go back to what you're doing.